welcome to Biostock Studio. This morning, Alzecure Pharma announced a collaboration and out-licensing agreement with pharma giant Eli Lilly for their Alzheimer project Alzstatin ACD680. The total value of the deal could exceed $1 billion, marking, of course, a major milestone for the company and a strong validation for the platform. And we are lucky to be joined by CEO Martin Jönsson. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. Thank you.
So it's, of course, not every day that you get to announce a deal with Lilly that's worth over $1 billion. So could you just start a little bit by telling us what it feels like and what it means for you and the team to have reached this?
It feels amazing. I mean, it's such a validation for the work the team has done for very many years, being so committed to Alzheimer's, and then to do it with a partner like Eli Lilly, who also is so committed to Alzheimer's, and being able to work through this with them, having them validating our data and also validating us as a company, because this is not just about out-licensing Alzstatin. This is also a collaboration project for the continuation of the Alzstatin project. So that is just wonderful.
Could you, for those who don't know, maybe tell us a little bit about your approach to Alzheimer's treatment, how it works and how it fits into the broader landscape of Alzheimer treatment?
Absolutely. So we at Alzecure, we develop treatment for Alzheimer's and pain. And when it comes to treating Alzheimer's, we have two approaches. First, we have New Restore, which we are going into phase 2 with, and that is a treatment to improve learning and memory capabilities. And that is a project that we have gotten funding for, co-funding from the European Innovation Council. And then we have Alzstatin, and Alzstatin is a project to prevent and to treat individuals with Alzheimer's. And how our approach differs is that we are minimizing the production of the toxic proteins that are building up into plaque. So we are focusing on where everything begins, and that is the cleavage out of these toxic proteins that builds up into plaque, and which is destroying the brain. So we focus where everything starts.
And that's maybe one step earlier than current existing treatment.
Yes.
And maybe a silly question, but why Lilly? What makes them the right partner for your project?
Lilly are so committed to Alzheimer's, and that they have shown now over decades. Lilly is also very, very professional. And I mean, they are currently the most successful pharma company in the world, and the resources they have. And then also the dialogue we have had with Lilly for quite some time, I must say. So this feels very right. And also the way they have described how they would like to work with this project, and also how they would like to have us involved in this project. And based on that, that has felt very good. We have had interest from other parties, but based on what Lilly has presented to us, we feel very comfortable and feel that this is the right partner to go with. And also that we feel that they are so committed and going in early and really investing and also doing things in this project which is really speaking to us and creating confidence for the project and for Lilly. So that's our several good reasons.
So looking a bit at the structure of the deal, it includes a $10 million upfront payment, milestones and royalties. How does this structure work in practice, and what does it mean for you as a relatively small company? What does it mean financially?
I mean, it means the world to us. I mean, financially, it creates a very good foundation, and foundation that we now also can use for the other projects that we are having. It's structured in a way so we should have a quite even flow with potential milestone payments over time if everything goes successfully. So we feel comfortable with regard to how this deal is structured.
Wanted to pick up on what you said there about the rest of your pipeline and maybe ask you how the deal changes your ability to advance the rest of your pipeline.
And it really helps with regard to the clinical projects and projects that we are having. What I would like to say as well is that our focus is still to out-license projects. So I feel that the validation from Lilly of us as a company and the science we can create will also help us in the other projects. And there we have the frontrunner ACD440, where we have positive phase 2A data in peripheral neuropathic pain, where we have received the orphan designation from EMA and from FDA, and also received positive feedback from the FDA on a potential registration trial for this erythromelalgia pain disorder. So it means a lot.
And you have mentioned that ACD680 could one day potentially be used to prevent Alzheimer's before it develops. Could you just talk a little bit to how realistic that is and how far away we are from that today?
I would say it's very realistic, and the tests to utilize for this exist already today. It's about taking a blood sample and to look at where are your levels of this toxic protein, and then you do a gene screening and looking at, do I have increased risk of developing Alzheimer's, and then you add those two together with age, etc. And based on that, you should be able to identify patients. And the name is Alzstatin. And the reason is that this should be the statin for Alzheimer's. So Alzstatin, the statin for Alzheimer's.
And as a final question, then, of course, you should say the deal is, of course, subject to the usual sort of closing conditions. But can you tell us what the next step for Alzecure is? Where do you go from here?
Where do we go from here? We focus on the other projects. We focus on the collaboration with Lilly, doing the absolutely best of that. Then we focus on starting the next phase 2A study with our other Alzheimer's project, and then pulling the project forward according to plan. So we will not lose sight of the ball, and now we have more financial means to drive the development forward.
But again, congratulations, Martin, and thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you, Cecilia, for having me. All the best to you.